Earlier in the year, Toby Emmerich made headlines for some of his statements that suggested that WB has the best interests of the filmmakers by saying this, and I quote, "We all feel like we've turned a corner now. We're playing by the DC playbook, which is very different than the Marvel playbook. We are far less focused on a shared universe. We take it one movie at a time. Each movie is its own equation and own creative entity. If you had to say one thing about us, it's that it has to be about the directors." I gotta hand it to Toby. He certainly knows what to say, how to say, and when to say these type of statements to get the monkey off his back. Because truth be told, he and the heads slash former higher ups of WB has some explaining to do. Just as Zack Snyder, David Ayer, all of the former Flash directors and more. Most recently, director Christopher McQuarrie, the guy that made that totally badass Mission Impossible Fallout movie with Henry Cavill, revealed that he and Henry Cavill had a pitch for Superman, which involved Green Lantern. It's safe to say that Henry Cavill has sadly moved on to other projects, like The Witcher and a Sherlock Holmes-esque film, but many, including myself, are still holding on to hope that he'll return as Kal-El. But Chris McQuarrie's recent statements are just further proof and disappointment of what we, the audience, could see, but instead WB made sure these things would never be. But with Toby Emmerich's comments from earlier in the year, and the recent hiring of Ange Sarnoff, as well as Warner Brothers' new streaming platform, which will arrive sooner rather than later, there is more than enough opportunity for them to make it right. The fans are not going anywhere, and WB has no choice but to respond. Personally, the biggest victory for WB would be them releasing the Snyder Cut of Justice League, along with Junkie XL's contributions, and giving us the fans some sort of closure if they indeed intend to move on with their movie universe. There's a major profit to be made, and worldwide demand is rapidly increasing thanks to trade publications and the people that are making others aware of its existence. If Birds of Prey, The Batman, The Suicide Squad, and Wonder Woman 84 are all director driven and not concerned about a shared universe, then by all means the Snyder Cut of Justice League should be released. Toby Emmerich, you made a bold statement when you said, quote, "playing by the DC playbook," unquote, which is very different than the Marvel playbook, quote again, because ultimately this means that you allow the directors to do his or her thing. And I will be the first to admit that this is one of the reasons I have enjoyed DC's movies for the most part till Justice League. DC's characters all feel distinct, and DC's movies have felt distinct as well until Justice League. Even with a so-so Suicide Squad that was played by jiggity funky boppity funk reshoots, I still found some enjoyment out of it and really liked the characters in the movie. Zack Snyder, Ray Fisher, Jason Momoa, Ciarán Hinds, and Jay Oliva have all confirmed that it is done. WB just needs to release it. With everything going digital and Zack Snyder's own Army of the Dead film releasing next year on Netflix and Warner Brothers' own streaming service coming out with its extremely high costs, there is definitely potential for the film to release there. If they want millions upon millions of subscribers and not just free trial freeloaders like what will inevitably end up happening to Disney Plus, then releasing it on the streaming service would definitely bring in an endless supply of subscribers. More money for WB and epic content like Man of Steel, BVS, and Zack Snyder's The Justice League all in one. That's one thing notable about his films. You can watch them over and over again, even you oh so sad haters and trolls. But anyway, enough for this video. I wanted to end this video with a quote by Martin Luther King Jr. that goes something like this, and I quote, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." The internet saw the power and the sheer fortitude this past weekend with the individuals who devoted his or her efforts to making hashtag release the Snyder Cut trend on Twitter, but we still have more work to do. If nothing else, keep posting hashtags, make those around you aware, and do not retreat or surrender, because me myself, I'm in it for the long haul and not the honor mention.